In the Kherson region, which Ukrainian forces recently reclaimed, Russian rockets rained down on Thursday, hitting a residential building and igniting misery and fury.
There is no one worse than the Russians. Brothers, sisters, putting money to take Kherson. Never. We will die here, but we will not give it to him.
Images from space show the extent of days of darkness throughout Ukraine. By midweek, about half the nation's 27 regions were left without power as doctors performed heart surgeries by torchlight. But Ukrainian President Zelensky now says progress is being made.
Restoration works continue today throughout the whole day. We are gradually restoring electricity, heat, water supply, and communication. As of this evening, there are still problems with water in 15 regions.
Zelensky said the capital, Kyiv, was one of the worst-hit areas for loss of power and water. He called Russia's missile attacks revenge of the losers ever since Russia's loss in Kherson. Also on Thursday, Zelensky addressed the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe and criticized them, just as he criticized the United Nations the day before, for allowing Russia a seat at the table.
Isolate the terrorist state as much as possible and find a way out of the brutal global crisis created by Russia. But why is a terrorist state still a member of your parliamentary assembly?
Despite evidence of multiple targeted strikes on civilian infrastructure, the Russian Defense Ministry continues to insist Moscow is hitting only targets with military value and blames much of the damage on wayward Ukrainian air defenses or foreign missiles. Meantime, one day after the EU designated Russia a state sponsor of terror, it said it was working on a 9th round of sanctions against Putin.
Because of him, babies, their parents and grandparents are freezing in the dark, and I strongly condemn these barbaric attacks. They are war crimes.
But there were some smiles. Ukraine and Russia carried out a swap. 50 prisoners of war from each side released to their home countries. Over 1,000 have been exchanged since the start of the conflict 9 months ago. Andy Rosen, TRT World, Washington.